Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Verone, student at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and a retail specialist. And welcome back to yet another retail case study. In our last case study, we discussed about Sears Hometown Stores, which was a subsidiary of Transform Co., or which used to be Sears Holdings Corporation, and the ultimate liquidation of all the stores throughout the United States. In this video, we'll be talking about a more relevant issue in the retail community that has occurred during the past few months, which is about the ultimate demise, you would say, of Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, Bed Bath & Beyond during the last few months has been undergoing a lot of stress or distress, you could say, from the company in general, with store closures, layoffs, and a sort of restructuring that may be impossible to pull off, but we are seeing it right in front of our eyes of how everything unfolds for the company. So in this video, we'll be discussing about their current situation in the retail environment and their restructuring plan overall. So the table of contents is as follows. So we have the introduction to the case study, our overview of Bed Bath & Beyond as a company, factors leading up to the current situation that they're in, the recent downfall and domino effect from January to April of this year, the aftermath and restructuring process as of now, and the ultimate conclusion for this case study. So let's introduce the case study. What is everything about with Bed Bath & Beyond? Why are they in this current situation and what will unfold from it? So during the start of 2023 of this year, things already did not look too good for the company. As a result of slumped sales for years due to increased competition from other retailers such as TJ Maxx, Home Goods, one of the TJX companies, Target, IKEA et al., and a fierce e-commerce market from Amazon and other online markets, they announced that to their investors that they might not continue to operate as a business, whether they would file for bankruptcy to restructure as a company or close all their stores and lay off all of their employees. Due to this announcement, the company fell by almost 30% on the stock market because investors scrambled out of Bed Bath & Beyond and they wanted to look elsewhere, anything else but this company. And they were considering to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Things would get worse as a result of this announcement as they would close hundreds of stores through different ways, I believe 3 or 4 ways, to bring their store count down to just around 350 stores from a high of over 1,000 locations. On top of closing their locations and other affiliated stores such as Harmon, which is a health store that they own or they did own, and Bye Bye Baby, they're closing all of their Canadian locations to refocus their attention on the American market. How do we get here? What does the future hold for this company? And what other factors might affect that what they're in? Let's take a deeper dive into the company and their current position now. Overview of Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. was founded in 1971 in Springfield, New Jersey by the name of Bed and Bath. This company name would change in 1987 to Bed Bath & Beyond. The company sells different types of merchandise, specifically for home furnishings in different departments. During the next couple of decades, the company would see success as they had 1,142 stores in 2011. This would increase to 1,530 stores in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Canada. However, due to increased retail competition in brick-and-mortar stores or e-commerce, both in that retail store or solely focused e-commerce sites such as Amazon, they would start to slump. This caused the company to start aiming their focus on restructuring the company as a whole in the latter half of the 2010s by bringing in Mark Tritton as CEO and replacing Steven Tamaris. However, the turnaround plan did not work so well as Bed Bath & Beyond removed essential strategies that made them stand out from other companies in this market, such as not discontinuing as a whole, but really cutting down on their coupon mailers and discontinuing certain brands in favor of private labels. Alongside the COVID-19 pandemic and the failed turnaround plan, the company would close 200 stores during the next 2 years, and this would rapidly change as a result of the newly found news with the investors in 2023, as they would close hundreds and hundreds more stores to bring their store count down to 350 stores. They would also remove, they didn't remove, Mark Tritton left the company from his role of president and CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. So now we're here in 2023 with Bed Bath & Beyond closing stores. They've had a fairly good amount of stores before 350, but now they're in a pretty bad situation. So what factors led to the role of the current situation of Bed Bath & Beyond? And here we are. As mentioned in the last slide, there are some factors that have ultimately led up to the current situation they are in right now. And there's three main factors. There are more factors, of course, but there are three main factors that I've selected and have researched of why Bed Bath & Beyond are in the current situation that they're in right now. The first one, of course, the main one is competition. The ever-growing retail and e-commerce market has taken a dagger at Bed Bath & Beyond pretty deeply during the past few years. We've had a lot of retailers that have grown with great strategies and a really strong management plan in order to overcome the e-commerce market and to really have a great share. Companies such as TJ Maxx, TJX companies, which is TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, etc., IKEA, Walmart, Target, and other retailers have chipped away at their share in the market for home furnishings and other affiliated things. The second one is a failed turnaround plan and executive issues. So as mentioned, as a result of the ever-growing competition, Bed Bath & Beyond wanted to have a turnaround plan in order to try to revitalize their share in the market. This came in form of Mark Tritton becoming the CEO and president of Bed Bath & Beyond. However, some of the strategies that were in place did not work so well in order to reinstate Bed Bath & Beyond as a major share, a major competitor in the market. Things such as reducing their advertisement of coupon mailers alongside getting rid of name brands for private labels decreased the appeal of the company. There was no reason to shop at Bed Bath & Beyond anymore, or less of a reason to shop there, and shop at Target or maybe TJX to have those brands and to have that feel being in the retail store. Moreover, the company itself stated in the beginning of 2023 that it didn't look so good. And of course, the public would react negatively, including investors who knew prior to the situation by staying away from the company overall. So that's the second main reason of executive issues and a failed turnaround plan overall. The third and last main reason of why they led up to the situation is a failure to adapt to a new audience. With the ever-changing consumer demands, home improvement and furnishing, Bed Bath & Beyond was slow to adjusting consumer demands with items the customer really wanted. This involved not focusing on the audience and a slow start on the internet, really creating a site to become adjusted to the consumer of ordering products online, maybe picking it up in store, having it shipped directly to their home, and also failing to really have a core connection with the audience of bringing in those brands overall. So those are the three main reasons: competition, failed turnaround plan and executive issues, and a failure to adapt to a new audience, among more. Recent downfall and domino effect. As a result of the mentioned factors and more during the beginning of this year, Bed Bath & Beyond has fallen on difficult times. The company has closed and is closing hundreds of stores to diminish their footprint to just around 350 stores. Moreover, they have closed all of their Harmon branded stores across the United States with the addition of exiting the Canadian market for the Bed Bath & Beyond brand. Harmon, like mentioned before in this video, is a brand of health and beauty stores. Think of CVS Pharmacy, but of course without the pharmacy, right? And Harmon was located majority, of course, in the United States, all their stores. And they decided to shutter all of those locations in order to focus on Bed Bath & Beyond and their subsidiary, which is Bye Bye Baby, which is basically like a Babies R Us or a specialized baby store. They also exited the Canadian market recently in order to focus on the United States market and to further diminish their footprint down to just 350 stores in the United States. The company has not announced any new closures at the moment. However, it might be likely. Because just to add in, I did the slideshow a week or two ago, but they have announced that if they do not find financing $300 million for their stocks, then they would be again likely to go to bankruptcy. This took a pretty big dive in their stock as they've fallen on a new low of 42 cents, 42 or 43, if I exactly remember, when it closed in the market today. Or sorry, yesterday. Yes, yesterday, because it was Friday, today, Saturday. But they've fallen on a new low in the stock markets. They need $300 million from purchasing stocks, or else they might face bankruptcy. So if it doesn't go through and they file for bankruptcy, they might close a large majority or maybe all of their stores. We'll see. But this is the recent downfall that's occurring. So the aftermath and the restructuring process. As of now, the company is winding down their wave of closures for the retail locations that they've announced. I believe there's 3 or 4 main waves of closures that were announced, from Bed Bath & Beyond to administered locations to just 350 stores. So far, the company has been able to receive additional funding alongside amending an equity offering agreement. They were, I would say were, really trying to lean on the investors in order to get funding, of course. However, they've axed the deals and they've now relied on their stock offering, which is now 42 cents. Just a reminder, need to buy a lot of shares in order to go to 300 million to basically get there and save the company overall. So the future of the company is now bleak, and there's only so much time to tell what will occur soon. And here's the ultimate conclusion. During the past 3 months, Bed Bath & Beyond has been in a tough spot that has led them to close hundreds of stores in order to survive in the retail market. With factors that have led them to their impending downfall from the last few years, the company needs to produce a strong, brave restructuring plan and a very, very rigorous restructuring plan at the moment in order to keep the company afloat. While the future is bleak, it is interesting to see how the next few weeks and months and even days will play out for Bed Bath & Beyond. All right. And that's the end of the case study. It's very interesting. This is one of the major news that has occurred in the retail market, alongside Tuesday morning filing for bankruptcy and closing almost half of their locations across the United States, or Nordstrom exiting the Canadian market just like Bed Bath & Beyond has done, and also Walmart closing a lot of stores due to them underperforming or maybe crime around the area, and also Target as well. So it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of plans or restructurings or minor restructurings or major restructurings such as Bed Bath & Beyond that's occurring while the retail market is ever growing and ever changing in e-commerce and brick and mortar locations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.